Welcome back. We're going to be taking a look at the last two films that are part of the Kamloops Film Society's Fall Film Series. We have Terry Ann Wilson, Tom Friedman joining us as usual to take a look at the films. How are you guys doing?
Very well.
Very well.
Good.
Thanks, Susan.
You're so welcome. Let's get right into it. Tomorrow night at the Paramount Theatre, Little Men is going to be screening. Who wants to talk about that one?
I'll share a little bit about that film. So this is another sort of human interest story. Ira Sachs is a director who often deals with social justice style issues, and it's set in New York City, where we have a family that has been living and working out of a dress shop for a number of years, a woman and her son, and the landlord of that building, he passes away, and so his son returns to live in the space with his son, and the two boys strike up a really beautiful friendship. And so their friendship is growing, and they're having this really great experience together in New York City. And the father is played by Greg Kinnear. His wife, who comes and goes, is a psychotherapist, and he's an actor. He's not a very successful actor. So they get into a bit of a conflict about raising the rent on this woman who is running the dress shop in the building, and a conflict starts to brew between the adults because, of course, she can't afford it, and it starts to impact the friendship of the boys. And so this is a really beautifully shot, sensitively acted story about what unfolds as a result of this.
Okay, we got the trailer. We'll take a quick look.
Hi, Mrs. Cavelli. Ryan Jardine. We've met.
Of course. I'm so sad for what has happened. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. It's my grandfather's funeral.
So where does it come from? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, these two, the two teenage boys are also quite different in personality. This Jake's son is a very sensitive, artistic type. And the son of the woman running the dress shop is very outgoing and brash, and so they develop this great friendship despite their differences, or maybe because of them. And then the behavior of the adults starts to become a major factor and has a great impact on their friendship.
And so we watch that sort of develop, and we find out how it ends, maybe, the friendship,
Yes.
or how it finishes.
How it finishes, yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so this is tomorrow night at Paramount Theatre, if you're interested in seeing that. And then a week from tomorrow, Beatles, 8 days a week. This is a class. This is
a classic.
Yeah.
It's for anyone who grew up in that era, like I did. It brings back a lot of memories. There's a lot of concert footage. Ron Howard directed. And there's a lot of concert footage that has not been released before. A lot of interviews. They have the Shea Stadium concert, of course, the very famous first arrival in New York, the Ed Sullivan Show, and the last performance by the Beatles, August of 1966. It's hard to believe that it's more than 50 years since they last performed in public.
That is crazy.
And I think it's not just nostalgia, it's also tries to engage the question of how did this phenomenon come about? Why was it this particular group and maybe this particular moment in history that led to this incredible phenomenon, which I don't think we've ever seen, certainly not in the music world.
Let's check out the trailer.
Everybody, how do you do?
Why do they scream?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Hello, my name's Paul McCartney. This is Ringo Starr. This is John Lennon.
I'm George Harrison.
Well, I'm glad at least we get to listen to some of the music.
Yes,
Oh,
and
definitely.
it's definitely it's the first big boy band, and we've had lots of boy bands since then. But this film also starts to delve a little bit into why was it that they only had a 2.5-year run, and what happened. And there are lots of theories about why that happened, and this does a bit more of a treatment on that and the pressures that they were experiencing as a result of the phenomenon that were the Beatles.
I wasn't even aware they only had a 2.5-year run.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that they were around for
once
longer
that
than that.
New York appearance. Before that, of course, they struggled to make a name for themselves in Liverpool and then over in Germany. They were, even most of the posters you see, they were the second or third rated band.
Sure, amazing.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
Yeah. So an opportunity to really get your facts straight and learn more about the ins and the outs and the behind the scenes if people are interested in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. We're out of time. Great to have the both of you back on the show again. Thank you. It's been a great fall film series. And of course, we'll have you back in the spring as we get into the film festival.
Or even the winter before
the
film
winter,
festival.
of course.
Yes.
We'll see you sooner than later then.
Yes.
I can't get rid of you. I'm just
No.
kidding. I can't get rid of you.
Thanks so much, Susan.
So welcome. Little Men tomorrow night, 8 days a week, the following Thursday at the Paramount Theatre. You can get your tickets either at the door, at Movie Mart, or online, KamloopsFilmSociety.ca. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.